everybody, it's Johnnie with Creative Designs by JL. I'd like to welcome y'all today. So let's get started so that we can get this wreath going. I'm going to lower you. Let me show you what we're doing today. Today we're going to be using this farmhouse wooden sign. It's a 10-inch wooden sign. And I'll be honest with you, I think I purchased it from Craft Outlet. I've had it for a while. It could be Craft Outlet, it could be the Wreath Shop, it could be my wholesaler. I'm not sure where I got it. Now, I do know that this 24-inch pine wreath is from Sims, my wholesaler, okay? Sims Pottery. And it's a 24-inch wreath, and we're going to be using this along with this mesh. Now, I've had this mesh for a while, and this mesh, Craft Outlet, that I do know. Okay. Along with that, we will be using, this is an adorable ribbon. It is a white polka dot ribbon. So, my girlfriend is here with me today. We have this green ribbon with the black stripe and the white polka dot. We have the 2.5-inch yellow. We have this ribbon is from Deco Exchange. It is the yellow gingham with the black and white stripe. And we have the green linen sign, give you an idea of what we're looking at. And I'm so short, y'all, my table's too big for me. And we have the mesh right here. So let's get started with the mesh. And I'm not going to use too much of this mesh, although I cut it all. And I did cut my mesh at 20 inches. So when you used to call in want ads, basically, what would we say, Janet? We would have our own names. But I can't remember how we would answer the phone.
Classified.
Oh, classified. Yeah, classifieds. That's what we'd say. Now, all I'm doing is using the ruffle method. And let me show you what I'm doing so that you know. I'm going like this. I'm folding it because you want, I don't care what kind of mesh you get. You're going to have some where the very ends that you cut are going to have some shedding. I don't care. You're going to have it. It's just inevitable. So your best bet, y'all, is to kind of tuck it under and stick it in here. Now, if you notice, I'm spacing it here. And the reason I am is because this is a farmhouse wreath. I want y'all to be able to see some of this greenery. If we're going to have a tractor and some florals on this, y'all, I got news for you. We're going to look like we got a little grass involved as well. Or some type of field. How's that? But anyway, Janet and I started, I met her when I got my job at the Picayune. And we both kind of, she started a little bit before me. But the times Picayune, boy, things have changed these days. Just like years ago, you don't have, I can remember when going through high school and I worked for the telephone company. And I was one of the things that you'd see that huge switchboard and you'd have all these plugs. Remember Lily Tomlin? And she would go, operator. Well, basically, that's what I did at the end of my junior year and my senior year in high school, and part of the summer afterwards. I was a telephone operator, and I would go, operator. But Janet and I have been good friends ever since, and we're just like sisters. I could honestly tell you that we're sisters. May not have the same blood, but I got news for you. We are. If you don't mind, if you would sprinkle and tell everybody hello for me, I would appreciate it, and let your friends know that I'm on, and please tell them about Katie Salvatore, Crazy Maisie Designs. She is sponsoring this marathon. Katie is a wonderful teacher. I'd like to, Katie will be a presenter at 2 events. And one of the events that I am going to is Ranch House. She will be TDR, they call it. And that is in, oh, Katie, I can't remember. Is it October or November? I know that I'll be there. I just don't have my calendar with me. I would like to remind you that I am on Monday nights at 6:30 p.m. On Facebook, and I'll pop on periodically. It all depends, although my health has not been the best, and I used to be on twice a week and on YouTube, but things are looking up. I'll find out tomorrow if they're going to be able to fix me or not. So, but I'm doing good. There's no complaints, you know. I'm still here and I'm still kicking, gang. Y'all, what I love about these bases is that you have your own built-in ties, and it is just great. I love them to death. I'm just giving it a, see how I'm leaving the greenery, and I'm just kind of tucking this mesh in, and I just want a little spot of the mesh to come through. I'm bringing out, if you notice, I'm bringing out that lime green that's in this sign right here. All right, there you go. Now we're going to go to the inside ring. Now, let me give you an idea. I started out years ago, y'all, and I've done a lot. I'm no spring chicken, I can tell you that. This old bird's going to be 70 years old. That's right. I'm old. I'm kicking it. What can I say? I started out years ago. I guess I've always made wreaths. I always made my own little grapevine wreaths and stuff like that.
How long is the mesh?
Oh, the mesh is cut at 20 inches. 20 inches. And it's a 10-inch mesh. It's got a darker green. It has a lime green, and it has like a yellow in it. So it actually has all the colors that are within the sign. And it's really a pretty mesh. I'm going to give you a closer look at it so you can see.
Is the wreath for sale?
Yes, the wreath is going to be on my Etsy shop as soon as I list it. It will be listed tonight. So it will be for sale. I do custom orders. I will admit that a lot of my orders are custom orders. I do make signs as well, although most of my signs are sublimated signs. I do not paint, y'all. That is not my cup of tea. I've just never, I don't like want to. How's that? So I started out making wreaths, I guess years ago, and then I got into, I used to do professional embroidery, and I did vinyl on t-shirts and stuff like that, and then, I don't like the way this is raveled, and then after a while, I kind of got away from it. I'm trying to decide what I did in between all of that. I have no idea what I got into then. But anyway. And then I made the mistake, y'all. A big mistake of watching Facebook. And I really got into making wreaths. And I will tell you that the first group I ever joined was Katie's group, and I've been stuck on making wreaths ever since, and So I just love it. It's, to me, it is so relaxing. I find it very relaxing and comforting. Now what I'm doing here is around the edges here, I want to make sure that this greenery on this wreath kind of sticks out on the bottom right here. Bring it out here so that you can see this greenery come out, sort of protruding out down here. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to match the green, lime green ribbon with this dotted ribbon here. And we're going to place it in there. Okay, and I'm just going to place it where I put the mesh, okay? Just like so. Now, I am going at the top of the wreath, what I'm going to do, I am going to make an X, okay, on the inside portion of where I put the mesh. On the outside portion where I put the mesh, I am going to show you what I'm going to do. I am just going to put, now since this is green, I'm going to go yellow below it, okay? Now you see what I did? Let me show you real quick. Notice that the tails are going down on the outside, and on the inside I'm making an X like this, where the larger tails are in the center and the smaller tails are up top, okay? Now, what we're going to do here, since this is yellow, we're going to go green next to it on the outside. This is the outside, this is the inside. That's what I call it, so not to confuse you. Now, all I'm doing with this is I'm taking this, you kind of judge the center, you can fold it any way that you like, and you're going to take it and you're going to crease this ribbon, and your tails are cut. I like my ribbon tails, we call them tails, I like them cut at 13 inches. All right, and now, so we have green up here. So next to the green, we are going to put the yellow. Once again, we're going to kind of, well, I kind of know where it's at, but for the new ones that haven't done this before, you fold the ribbon in half. That'll give you an idea of where you're going to scrunch this ribbon. Okay, and once again, you're going to place it where you placed your mesh. And you're going to twist. It is not necessary for you to untwist. Some people do it, but with this type of wreath, I do not untwist my my things to put this in. And I notice that I always twist about 3 times at the end. And this basically is to make sure that nothing's going to fall out of this. I don't want my customer to lose their product because of a high wind or something like that. And notice, what I love about a pine wreath is that you don't have to worry. You've got the greenery in there. And it looks nice, gang. It looks very nice. All right. So fold it in half if you're not sure. Go like this, and we're going to move along because I've been talking a lot, gang. All right, let's get this in, get this rolling. All righty. So, once again, the 1.5 inch is going up, and the 2.5 inch is going on the side. Okay, there you go. And you kind of make sure you want to butterfly them. Notice, when I say butterfly it or make wings, you want to make wings out of the ribbon tails. I call them butterfly wings. That's just my way of saying it. Birds, make bird wings. How's that? Okay. Once again, 1.5 goes up and down. Don't want to shred. It's kind of stuck right there. Well, we've had a very nice couple of days after all that rain we had. It was, y'all, we've had so much rain. It's been ridiculous. Screen show through. There you go. I gotta reach over. I apologize for reaching over, gang. Okay. There you go. You see how you can still see some of the green in here, and then we'll end up with a yellow here. Alrighty, here we go. Now, let me go back to where I started on the bottom so I know where I'm at. So, alright, now I've got a situation here. Let me show you what happens. Right here, I don't want two colors together. So what I'm going to do is I am going to move this mesh over just a little bit so that I can stick another mesh in here. Maybe a little bit closer than I wanted so that I can stick a yellow one in here and then a green, okay? You can do that. It's not going to change anything up. It's, you know, it can be a little bit tighter. You're not going to really see that. And I'll just try and remember where I did that, and maybe my bow or something will go here and you won't be able to tell. So, and I'll put another little piece of mesh here so that now I am, y'all, I am OCD. I'm sure you're going to be able to tell I am very OCD. And my girlfriend Janet will definitely tell you, oh yes, she is.
Oh, yeah.
And when I arrange and rearrange, it drives her nuts. And see the raveling, y'all? I can't stand raveling. It drives me nuts. All right. Ah, y'all, I did it right. I have my ribbons cut. I knew I had about the same amount. I do have a couple little things, so I have 1, 2, out of the roll of mesh, cutting it at 20 inches, I have 1, 2, 3 pieces of mesh left over, which I could have shoved in there, but I didn't. And what I did is I cut 8 tails of each ribbons. So you have 8 tails of each color ribbon cut at 13 inches. Okay. And there, I take that. Yeah. Well, no, I do have a few left over. I apologize. So I have 1, 2. I have only used 7 of each. Okay. All right. Now what we're going to do is we are going to put our sign on. Let's go ahead. I got to turn my glue pot on. I can smell it. And let me turn my glue gun on so I have it rolling. And let me get this out the way. And all right, there you go. And my sign. Now, let me show you what I did with my sign, y'all. Now, it's up to you. If you're selling your wreath on Etsy or wherever you sell it, I have a Shopify site and I have an Etsy shop. I have my Creative Designs by JL site, and what I like to do on here is I take my business card and I put a little hot glue on the back, just like so, and I stick it to the back of the sign when I make a wreath. Now, when the customer gets this, they can see who made, now they know that, well, if they look, they know who made the wreath. Now we're going to put this wreath, this sign, to the right, because I have pre-made my bow for y'all, and this is the bow that I made right here, that's going to go right here. And then we're going to put a few florals in on here. Okay, and let me show you my florals. Go. Now I haven't decided, yeah, right here. And I have these florals here that I'm going to stick in here. All right, and I'll show you how we're going to place them after I get my sign in. And what I did on the back is I stapled them to the back of my wreath. And they're in there really well. And I'm going to take them and I'm going to attach it to the wire part of the frame. So I'm going to take the pipe cleaner, bring it in, bring it around, and attach it to the wire part of the wreath. Alright, just like so. And I'm just going to twist. Now some of you may want to be a little bit Chanel stems, pipe cleaners. I think I've always called them pipe cleaners. I guess it's the old school. But I guess in the professional world today, they're known as Chanel stems. But this old bird grew up with pipe cleaners. You know, we've had pipe cleaners as long as I can remember, gang. In school, oh Lord, I'm trying to think of some of the things we made in school with pipe cleaners. Everything we touched, I think, had pipe cleaners. Alright, I'm going to tie this little booger in and twist the twist tie. The twist tie, well, it's not really a twist tie. Okay, let me make sure it's on here. Alright, I'm going to show you what I'm doing so you can see. Taking the pipe cleaner and I'm just twisting it just like this, and it's in the wire part. Now, let me show you what I want to ensure that you do. When you finish this, tying this pipe cleaner off, let me tell you, you want to make sure that this pipe cleaner is stuck towards the front of the wreath. And the reason for that is you do not want that pipe cleaner, and it's too tight. Alright, I knew that was going to happen. You do not want this pipe cleaner to scratch the inside of your customer's door, okay? And my twist tie is too short. Alright, we'll fix that real quick. So all I'm going to do is, if your twist ties are too short, you've made them too short, which can happen. Not everybody's perfect. Alright, I cut a twist tie in half, pipe cleaner in half. All I'm going to do is take it, I'm going to twist it just like this. I'm going to give it some length so that now I have, it will not be too tight onto the wreath itself. Alright, let's get that on here. You won't even be able to tell once it's in there. Make sure it's nice and twisted, just like so. I'm going to bring it in, and there you go. Okie doke. So, now, what's nice when you do these things, y'all can see how to fix faux pas. That's what we call mistakes here in the Louisiana, a faux pas. That's right. That's the French for mistake. At least that's the Cajun French for a mistake, a faux pas. You know what? It never fails, y'all. Just, you know, when you think you got things going, when you think you got them going right, you always have problems. Alright, and sometimes you have this with the sign. And today's my day. What can I say? It's my day for sign problems. If y'all hear a little rattling, my husband is in my room. He is fixing my wood shelves. I had some wood shelving that, I don't know, it just buckled on me. Of course, I know what he's going to tell you what the problem is I have too much weight on them. And I have too much, well, I won't use his expression. No. It starts with the word C. And I'll say it, crap. How's that? He tells me I have too much crap. How's that? And he's probably right. My friend will probably tell you I have just as much stuff as Hobby Lobby or close to it. She says more. Does anybody want to come? And what I can do is we'll have a mystery box sale, and we'll go through and we'll put boxes together, and I'll sell a lot of my things. I would be glad if somebody wants to come and spend a weekend with me and visit with me. We could have some fun and make up mystery boxes. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to have my girlfriend help me. She won't admit it. She's talented. My girlfriend Janet is very talented. She used to paint. Why she does not paint anymore, I do not know. But she used to paint, and I would love to get her back into painting. You hear me, girl? She does make jewelry, and she makes pretty jewelry. But she's quit that. But she's had a lot going on lately. A little too much. So that's why she's visited me, and of course I don't know why she's doing that. I probably drive her crazy. At least I haven't said let's go shopping. I've been pretty good. And I haven't even been online shopping. I am still fighting with this sign, y'all. But I think I got it now. I know, I'm afraid that if I'm putting this on Etsy immediately because my daughter has a friend that has a farm, and she does a lot of stuff for Sarah. She helps my daughter. She's a librarian. And when she sees this, she's going to say, "Oh, Mom, I got to have it." Matter of fact, I have you know that all my grandson's teachers got wreaths for this year. He is leaving his school that he has been going to, and he's going to high school this year. And he's going to St. Paul's Catholic School here in Covington, Louisiana. And he was at Christ Episcopal. And all his teachers and the secretary and the principal, everybody knows Mama because of wreaths and arrangements and stuff like that. Now I just don't do floral arrangements and wreaths. I do garlands, I do swags, I do cemetery, what? Centerpieces. I love mailbox swags, y'all. I just love them. And just remember, I do custom orders. So if you're looking for something, and I do sell bows, and if ever you need a custom sign, let me know.
You said do-do. Yvonne says do-do. Do-do. You do-do.
I do. Yes, I do. I do a lot. How's that? All right. When I'm looking for florals, now these are from Sim's Pottery, and I'll give you the number on them so that you'll have it. If you want to type this number in, Janet. Okay, the number is, it's C as in Charlie, S as in Sam, 14377. And it's just these pretty little yellow flowers, which I love. And then, now I think Sims may be out of this right now, but I'm going to give you this number as well. And this is a boxwood pick with berries, and the number on it is CS14697, and this is from Simms Pottery. Okay, now Simms Pottery is a wholesaler, so you will need a wholesale number for this. This is one of my favorites. It's just a boxwood with little white berries. Can you see? Okay. Now, when you're looking or you're getting ready to buy your florals, I call them, I guess the best thing to do is look for push-ups. You see how you can arrange the floral, push them up and make them as dense or as open as you want them. I call them push-up florals, okay? And that's what I try and get most of the time. I really do like push-up florals. It's my favorite type of floral to get. Now, I want y'all to notice this. I am going to save these. You see just the little stick that's left from one of my push-ups? I save these. And the reason I save these is, let's say somewhere down the line, I find a piece of a flower somewhere that I need to attach to something. Well, I can go through my stash, my jar, and stick them, which I keep them in, and I stick them in there, and I have these, and I can maybe find a piece that will fit that. And so I try and cut them off and save them. All right, what I like about this type of greenery, pine artificial greenery wreath, is that the glue sticks very well to this. And all I'm going to do is wherever I have put my, what do you call that? My ribbon tails, I am going to put some florals in. Okay, just like so. Just stick it in, glue it in, just like so. And one of the things you have to remember, gang, is never forget your bow. When you go to do your bow, y'all, put your bow on, you want to remember, don't forget it, because I tell you what, you want to look as if your bow is coming out of this greenery, is part of this greenery. All right, so I'm just going around. You've got to remember, just kind of look and see. You can place them anywhere your little heart desires. Now I want to put in a little white. I want to bring out some white real quick. Yes. See what I'm saying about bringing some of this yellow into the wreath itself? All right, I'm going to raise you up. All right, I'm going to finish this up. I have to put some white in here, but let me go ahead. I'm going to raise you up. There you go. And here is your wreath. And y'all, I hate this. I never know which direction to go. It's like, you know, all right, upside down. Which way? There you go. All righty. How's that? Y'all take care. God bless and have a good evening. Bye, y'all.